Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most important topics for every eFootball player, the settings. Because trust me, in eFootball Mobile 2026, the difference between a good player and a great one often comes down to how your game is set up. Whether it's your graphics, control layout, or even small tweaks like cursor change and input range, every little detail affects how smooth and responsive your gameplay feels. I know a lot of players jump straight into matches without really touching their settings, but that's where most people mess up. So in this video, I'll walk you through every setting you need to adjust, from graphics setup, in-game control types, defending preferences, down to the best camera angle for visibility and precision. I'll also explain why each setting matters so you don't just copy. You actually understand how it improves your performance. So, if you've been struggling with input delay, slow reactions, or unresponsive controls, make sure you watch till the end. Because after this tutorial, your gameplay is going to feel way smoother, sharper, and more under control than ever before. Alright, let's get into it. Starting with the graphics settings. Let's start with the graphics settings. Go to Settings. Graphics. For player graphics, choose Standard. It keeps the visuals clean without lag. For stadium graphics, also select Standard. It reduces unnecessary effects that can cause input delay, especially during online matches. Lastly, set your frame rate, FPS, to 30. You might think 60 is better, but on most devices, 30 FPS gives more consistent performance and fewer frame drops during intense moments. Next, let's move to the in-game settings, which really affect your control and response. First, switch off Smart Assist. This gives you full manual control over your movement and passing. Under Control Type, choose Virtual Assisted to touch and flick. It's smooth, precise, and perfect for both beginners and advanced players. Then set your Direction Stick type to Fixed for consistent control, or Movable if you prefer more flexibility in dribbles. For cursor change, use Semi-Auto. This gives you partial control while still helping with quick switching when defending. Input range should be set to medium, not too sensitive, not too slow. Under defending control type, leave it as standard to pressure defending control style. This keeps your defense balanced and responsive. Now move to your button configuration. This depends on what feels comfortable for you, but I recommend setting button opacity to around 50% or 80%. It gives clear visibility without blocking your view. Next, turn these options on. Next Player Indicator, to know who's switching next. Pass Search Guide helps you aim passes better. Attack Eye Defense Level Display shows your current team mentality. Radar, always keep this on for positioning. Stamina Gauge and to monitor your player's energy. And finally, turn off Display Player Names for Opponent. It declutters your screen. Under Own Team Cursor Type, select Co-op. It makes switching smoother when defending and attacking. Now let's talk about game plan settings, which are very important for tactical gameplay. Go to Individual Instructions. For Offense 1, turn on Anchor to Defense. This is perfect if you have a solid defensive team or you're confident at defending. The best players for this are your CMFs or DMFs. For Offense 2, you can also set Anchor to Defense again, depending on your formation and midfield structure. For Defense 1, choose Counter Target, and assign it to your CF or SS. This makes sure your striker stays ready for counterattacks instead of dropping too deep. Finally, for Defense 2, select Deep Line. Use this for midfielders, wingers, or forwards. But remember, it cannot be used for midfielders if you're playing a 5-back formation. These instructions make your team positioning smarter and your attack transitions quicker. And lastly, your camera angle. Set it to dynamic wide. It gives you the perfect mix of visibility and control. You can see your runners, defenders, and the ball all at once without losing focus. This is the most balanced camera angle for tutorials, competitive matches, and skill moves. So, there you have it. These are all the settings you need to master in eFootball Mobile 2026. Once you set these correctly, your gameplay will feel smoother, faster, and more controlled. Don't forget to like this video if it helped you. Subscribe for more tutorials and drop a comment below with your current settings. Let's see how many of you play with dynamic wide too. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.